on the outskirts of... Doesn't matter. Down he goes to Whisper. But there's TP support. A nice glimpse comes out from Maposhka, so it will be a trade.
Oh, that's a really good bushwhack. Sorry,
All right.
acorn shot.
We're just getting warmed up here, Cinder.
Tons of damage.
Yeah, that's the start.
But yeah, Mira making the rotation will open up the top lane for a little bit of more safety for Void.
They're going to have
Seb.
glimpse. That's 3 stacks of Shadow Poison. Seb's sticking around a little bit too long, potentially. Kinetic Field. They want to give the kill to the Naga, but it's not going to be the case. Mira will take it
so
instead.
long, and then just as Yotaro can get it, Mira takes the kill.
Made the auto attack animation. He goes for it. Ari likely will fall. Mira is going to end up being the trade. Now Whisper left in a 1v2, but he's got the move speed. He's already 1,000 into his... Going to go straight up Brown Boots Radiance. Outside the kinetic field, he will be able to walk away.
Every time we get a Zeus game, we're kind of talking about the caster Zeus versus Lightning Hands. I actually kind of like Lightning Hands in this one. And I usually find myself liking the casting build better. So because I think Lightning Hand Zeus actually deals very well with Naga, and you do a lot of damage in Chrono. Mira will be toast.
Bushwhacked and eventually will fall. Takes a little bit longer than anticipated.
Still looking great for Spirit in the way of net worth, just finding more out of the map. They've taken 1 tower each team, so that gold is even. So this 1k advantage essentially, or 2k, excuse me, is essentially just raw net worth from last hits, the majority of it.
And collapse. Oh, we see the Chronosphere from Tomato. TP's coming. Not a whole lot of damage by Tomato right now. But BZM makes his way over. There's the Static Storm, and Collapse is going to use it to onslaught away, but he's still kind of slow. BZM able to heavenly jump in the vicinity, pops his ult, and down goes the Primal. Maposhka tried to help the exit for Collapse. Will likely fall as well, and the Fade Bolt will be enough. Laurel and Mira still shadowing here, ready to fight potentially. Split Earth not going to be cast, though, and now Spirit will retreat. Used to be, for those that don't understand, used to be able to toggle it while you were disrupted so that the illusions did not get radiance.
Dire's top tower is under
That was pretty lame for the 3 or 4 Shadow Demon players out there. Pulverize onto Ari. He's going to use his sharpshooter, but then dies shortly after. Collapse with a good pickoff. He's got his BKB in his inventory now. He's already halfway to that Blink Dagger.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Laurel will be joining him.
Trying to high-five the tower before it's too late.
It's going to be close. Oh,
Will they get the high-five?
oh no! So close.
Where did the high-five go?
It disappeared.
But it didn't say he didn't get a high-five, right? So I guess he technically high-fived the corpse of the tower.
Huh. I never noticed that one.
Towers don't have corpses, Shannon. It would be the ruins.
Thank you for that. Static Storm onto the Brew. Whisper dead. Good pickoff. And that is exactly what BSJ was talking about. This
Probably going to hope to get it for free, of course.
as all supports do.
Oh, Spirit might find the bigger one. This was what
Yep.
OG were hoping for. Tomato
Ooh.
Spider Sense is tingling, though.
Wow. Good instincts.
He's still going to stay and
but the
farm
greed
it,
of a
though.
position 1 never falters. Pulverize into the Static Storm. That's the death of Tomato. Man, he had the right idea, but then he just saw those juicy creeps. That's Collapsing Company still on the high ground. Ari gonna use the sharpshooter to get back down, and Laurel super fast telekinesis back towards that tier 2 tower as the primal split is finally popped here. Not using to much effect. Mira gets off the disruption onto Maposhka. Looks like he'll end up dropping eventually to Whisper as Collapse now focusing on BZM. The trample is enough. So 2 cores dead for OG. Ari stuck in no man's land. And this will be the 3rd member to fall here for OG, and all they get is a disruptor. And it took so long to find it.
They're not done yet.
Yeah, the primal continuing on to Seb. Nice kill.
I say it very sophisticated. I reckon.
There's no such thing as sophistication with the word reckon. Anyway, continue with your very
Spirit
nice
will
point.
probably want to push out bottom, take that tower, and then steal the Tormentor. That's what they usually do, so I'm actually surprised to see them not go for that as the immediate follow-up play to the Roche bot.
I reckon that's true. Oh, Tomato.
Wow, that sounds so stupid when you say it.
Tomato on the other side of the tree line. Mira Gonna catch vision. Tomato actually uses Time Walk aggressively, pops his BKB, but that's the Demonic Purge. Basically wasting his BKB now. Has to use his Chrono to be able to get some move speed, but Zeus is taken out first on the outskirts of the battle.
Kill him.
And now the song comes out, the BKB is over. Ensnare to follow, Orchid, Tomato destroyed. Wow, that is a bad fight for OG. And Seb's gonna be cleaned up. Whisper the only one to survive, and that's because he wasn't even there. Again, if you're just joining us, very important series. Both these teams are tied in this DreamLeague group stage 2. As Yatoro goes high ground, pulverized from Collapse onto Whisper. Not able to get the primal split off, and even BZM falls to Lar. This is a disaster. OG just getting run over.
Yeah, what was it you said earlier? When it rains, it pours?
That's right.
Probably something like that going on right now, I reckon.
I shouldn't have told you that. You're going to use it more often now.
I'm going to use it against you.
Okay,
like
Sharpshooter
a weapon.
Is eventually going to go off and into no man's land. Collapse there to finish the job.
It comes back all the time. It's like ants or spiders in your house. Well, all right, I get Miposhka. Did he have the gem on him there? He didn't, right? No, it's on Mira, so they don't get the gem for this. And Spirit will probably finally go for what I was talking about. Bottom tower into Tormentor.
But there's TPs. Tomato going in aggressively.
Okay, he
finds
wanted the wisdom rune.
Yatoro there. Orchid run away. Both sides were so surprised to see each other. As Laurel, he's the one that picked off, but that is just the Aegis. Collapse now with the Pulverize is instantly canceled. Tomato, good right-click damage against Collapse, but there's the song to reset. Or for Yatoro, I should say, is Collapse, BKB, TP. He's fine. Now Yatoro on the run, but he's going to get lifted if he's not careful. Thunder God's Wrath gives some nice, good vision. Mira glimmers himself. It's off the Demonic Purge, but now it is Yatoro left all alone, and he will face the wrath of OG. And they'll finally be able to take him out. 70 seconds on the deck.
He's not a threat to the Primal.
Laurel has the Hex. His Whisper pasta BKB. His Primal Split is up in 2 seconds. He's going to be able to walk it off, it seems. Miposhka, he's going to get... He has to use the Primal Split, and that means they want to fight. Laurel, he's left all alone, pops his Bloodstone. There is the Chronosphere, the song to come.
Oh,
and
this
Tomato,
is such a good counter.
Delaying things again, and Tomato can only hit illusions. How frustrating is that? And now the trample on top of BZM. And the Brewmaster is going to die inside his own split.
Beautiful fight from
Collapse.
Spirit.
Okay, he's on the cliff. That's awkward.
Oh, Seb will help him out.
Gonna need to get a replay of that one after this fight is over. And the fourth member of OG falls. And Spirit dominating. As we're unpaused in case you were alt-tabbed. Whisper looking for the backstab Mira.
Here, yeah.
Actually gets popped, but the Primal Beast goes in really deep. Collapse, not able to find the connection. Tomato already used his BKB. In fact, pretty much everybody has used their BKB. Whisper forced to use the Primal Split. He's already getting destroyed. Only the Earth Panda remains. Demonic Purge upon him. And Whisper has to come out early, but he's going to get collapsed by Collapsing Company. Laurel will help Mira get the kill. And now the song from Yatoro to help the rest of his team catch up. Static Storm on Ari, Kinetic Field on Seb. He does steal the Static, but it's just too little too late. 3 dead.
I think they put it top. They put it in the lane. They have Rex and Shannon.
Oh, they did it! They've done it!
Never ceases to impress us, but unfortunately Whisper saw it and he's running over. Oh, he's smoked. He's going to take the 2 wisdoms.
Is he going to kill the flag? Does he give a shit about this?
Double wisdom, Shannon. That is very unusual.
He's going for it! The backstab on the banner is successful. Whisper has done it! They're going to lose, of course, but he's done that at the very least. The Chronosphere comes in from Tomato, but a nice disruption from Mira again. Feels like Tomato just cannot catch a break.
Whisper's not even here.
Upon him. Of course not. He's too busy killing something that nobody gives a shit about except for you and me. Finally, Tomato is dead.
No buy.
80 seconds. Aegis still intact, and Spirit should be able to clean this up here on out. How can OG defend with 4? As Whisper's all the way back here. All right, watching a very cool battle as a song comes out from Yatoro. Seb is dead. Melee racks at the bot lane will go down, and Yatoro not even bothering for the megas. It's like, guys, I think we can finish. Let's do this. Yeah, apparently that battle of the ages is still happening. Whisper looking for the high five that will never come. Collapse refuses to deal with him.
This is like a parody. What are they doing?
Well, Whisper is dying. He does have buybacks. That's a quicker TP in some ways. Very next level play. Zeus into the fountain, dies. Has buyback, will expend it. Now they're all out of buybacks, I do believe. Mira. OG finds a couple supports as Spirit maybe bit off a little bit too much here. Primal split coming. Nice bushwhack as Collapse comes in with another onslaught, but he's lifted into the air. But look at the damage onto these Brewlings. Already 2 out of the 4 dead. That's 50%. In case you're wondering, Cinderin. Sheep being shown by Yatoro. It's on its way. As Collapse will get
I don't think they can
lifted.
kill this guy.
Yeah, he is so huge.
Like, what are they going to do? He has heart, 5,000 health, Kaya-san.
Yep, they're tickling him. And now Yatoro coming. It's like, all right, it's time. The song. Doesn't look like they want to fight without their supports.
That's really the highlight of the game for them to look at in the replay to figure out what they could have done differently.
Laurel, he'll find a little Brewmaster action. And that is a dieback. So Whisper probably won't be able to get back into this game. BZM showing himself, which sets up the song for Yatoro.
Static
Storm upon him, and this is going to be the second dieback for OG.
Seb has the
Tamato,
shard, but he couldn't get it
Chronosphere
range.
really wants to disrupt it, but again, the disruption comes out. And Miposhka Glimmer, no vision for Tamato. And he's just out of steam. Time walks just like a little kid with his hand in the cookie jar, just can't quite get to Miposhka. GG's called game number 1 to Spirit.
What an outplay. This was top class from Spirit. Probably one of their best games of the tournament, really. They've been, like we said, a bit hot and cold, but they're coming in today. The stakes are high.
This is just a call your bluff situation, potentially.
Yeah. TA feels more like a BZM hero to me than Sniper.
Ooh, how about a Void Spirit?
Yeah, also kind of up his alley, like his type of hero.
Terrorblade, the courier killer.
This is not
his nickname.
This is not the first time in Dota history that Terrorblade support is a thing, by the way. It has happened before.
Has it? I don't
Yeah,
remember
in
this.
Dota
Dragon
2.
Tail, Blood Grenade to follow Tamato, continue to get healed by Seb, but will it be enough? Doesn't look like it. Oh, one more right click, not even needed as Collapse has the Breathe Fire. First blood goes to him, and already the DK Terrorblade lane ruining pubs everywhere.
Just getting a bit delirious.
I do miss Yapsor.
Yeah.
The competitive scene, though, I will say, one of the most exciting position for us to ever grace the Dota world.
World record holder for most kill steals with Fade Bolt.
Yep, that's probably true. Fairy Fire, Ari wants to try to turn this around. Toss up, will eventually fall to the Inkswell.
Now Whisper's in trouble too.
Yep, Yatoro's coming in.
Oh, this is
Stormhammer
real
at it ready,
bad.
And he will get cleaned up by the right clicks.
That is no good.
At that point, I was on to Artifact, the new hot card game from Valve. Yatoro being pressured a bit by Whisper as the coil comes out from Laurel. And BZM wants to try to counteract this. Looks like the Darkseer will fall first. Big avalanche from Ari. Is it enough to take out Laurel? Not quite
Oh,
yet.
nice
Astral
phase.
Step is not going to hit Laurel, who's the intended
What
target.
a
BZM
god.
falls, and Laurel does not.
Why are they not tipping him? What a sick play from Laurel. He dodges just conceptually against this. If they have a good idea of the timings that are at play.
It might have to be on hold, Cinderin, because Tamato is getting triple teamed as Mira. Oh, he actually won't do anything. He'll look successfully for the kill. Seb next on the list. Down goes the God, aka Io.
Yeah, if you didn't watch the last game, you'll be like, oh yes, I mean, Seb's good, I know.
And Mira does get taken out, which you usually be more excited about, except for the fact that it is a support Terrorblade.
I'm sorry, I got distracted for a moment. I'm just laughing. Yatoro denied a bounty rune, and then he got tipped by Mira.
Oh.
How did this even happen? Did he have an illusion? Or did he actually
collapse? Oh, they're going to try to go for this again. They don't get the double stun, but they might still have the damage. The Inkswell connects onto both. And one toss comes up. Tamato actually living for now. That's a big plasma field as the rest of the rotation comes in from OG. The wall placed as well, and 3 dead for Spirit.
Oh,
so
they
a little
needed
bit
that
of
badly.
Absolutely.
And at this level of play with what you're playing against, be
Wall
tough without
placed
it.
on collapse, and the relocate's coming. That ends up being a really easy kill for OG. Yep, Ari
Spirit will find Ari here.
might be in some hurt here. Dragon Tail finds him.
Oh, they're gonna reload in here?
Coming. OG wants to fight. Avalanche is theirs. Ari is still alive, actually. Soulbind immediately popped by Miposhka, but he's deleted for his efforts. Coil now on basically the entirety of OG. He's gonna hold them back as Marl actually going in really deep. Can they punish this? We'll be able to phase shift a bit off as Yatoro pops that God Strength. Sunder was used by Mira. And they're gonna try to turn this around to BZM, who's all alone. Astral Step, gets off the Resident Pulse just in time. So no kills, but still very important. Spoke too soon again. Mira tries to get off the Sunder, but will fall first as Collapse continue on to BZM. Collapse all alone. Now he's gonna try the BKB TP. Not successful for him. So very
disconnected
fight.
Yeah, that's so disconnected. They just left with their position 1 and 2. Didn't really seem like they were able to try to go for that. But at the very least, they get an aggressive position on the map.
Laurel, waning rift onto a couple heroes. Still has his coil as the hammer comes in from Yatoro onto Ari. He's going to get tossed into the air. God Strength is there. A nice vacuum to the other side of the cliff. And BZM actually going on top of Laurel, gets the second silence, but is going to commit onto Yatoro instead, who's still trying to chase Whisper. He gets glimmered, will live, but a huge Stormhammer chop onto Seb. Ari is dead to Laurel, and just like that, it's a 5 versus 3 for Spirit. Tomato trying to run away with the BKB activated. They finally do get Laurel in the end, but now the Fireball applied. Hammer to finish the job on Tomato, and Whisper attempting to TP out in the midst of things, but the damage not quite there. Beautiful Aether Remnant comes out from BZM to save his brother.
But he is playing around Tomato quite well.
Ari does get the Avalanche off as the relocate's coming as well. Mira at half HP. The relocate's not going to bear any fruit, it seems. They're going to steal some camps, get Watcher control, and they probably just go back to where they came from.
Yeah.
Ari, he's trying to hound Yatoro now.
This would be big.
Yep, gets the stun off initially. Tomato's back with his static link. Yatoro wants to fight this through. The God Strength is there, cleaving through Seb. That's one kill, but it's going to cost him his own life. As Seb makes the tip. 1 for 1, but the favor for OG, no doubt about it.
It was the best play available for him to get that trade. He had no TP, so he couldn't BKB TP out. But being alone in the middle of the map there on Sven is very surprising to me. I think with all of OG missing that.
Okay, creating a lot of havoc here as the wall is placed. Mira is still signing somebody, gets a nice Sunder onto BZM. And they're gonna smoke up. Ari breaks it pretty much right off the bat. Spirit Vessel applied coil as well, but BZM jumps in. He's gonna get 3-shot if he's not careful. Actually able to get out just in time, and now Tomato coming in to try to finish the job. Yatoro pops his BKB along with the God Strength. Now has to run away as the static link is just ripping through him. Yatoro's dead. As Boots of Bearing being selected from Mira. Very nice. Laurel gets out. He's gonna pop the Boots of Bearing.
Run!
Gets to the high ground, going through the gate.
He's fine.
He is definitely not fine. The support Terrorblade has died, and now Tomato will steal.
Nice. Still need to get in the type of situation where it matters,
did
though.
he just self-blink? Oh boy, Ari at the 4-step outside the coil. And Stormhammer is reserved for him as a God Strength.
Okay.
But, let's just call that a misclick.
They want him real dead.
He wants to fight, apparently. Astral Step upon Yatoro. Try to kite him, surely will not. Oh, gets the sheep now. Miposhka nearby. Wall is placed, though. Stormhammers to the creeps to try to get out. Pop the Satanic as well, attempting the TP, but
he didn't BKB.
Gets the vacuum to cancel it.
Oh, what a blunder! How did he not BKB there?
You're right, wow.
Laurel says, I'll do it myself with a damage rune plus Parasma Ags.
Tomato still poking.
Can just barely kill the IO.
Yeah, but now that the Ags is on the DK, Black Dragon at his disposal.
Tower is under attack.
Tower still taking heavy damage. Looks like it will fall. Collapse. Gets off the Dragon. He'll Fireball to follow. Step does buy back into the game. Ari with the Avatos. Tossing Mira back. Gets off the Sunder, though. Will get silenced and destroyed. Yatoro's back in 8 seconds. Does OG want to stick around? No.
Oh, they brought Razor back to base. This could be bad.
Yep, this is not good, potentially. Ari, he will definitely die to Yatoro's right click. Whisper Man, so many BKB TPs this game.
I don't think Seb meant to do that, actually. Still doesn't have it?
No,
Still doesn't have it.
Does not have it yet. Maybe I'm overrating it. It's definitely possible.
The Toro with a high ground position.
He has the level advantage. God Strength, he's going to find Tomato, who pops the BKB, but really they're focusing on Seb. As a Grimstroke dies, Tomato trying to keep his support alive, doing a pretty good job of that. And that's Static Link number 1. Doesn't even need the second, but that is the Aegis gone already. As Collapse trying to create some space. Now the focus is on this Razor. Double Astro attack from BZM, focusing all of their efforts onto Yatoro. Has to go onto Mudgolems to try to run away, but the Static Link finds him. Again, the Sven is dead without putting on much of a fight. Collapse. They really need to get a basher or something on somebody. My God.
Then you have to Stormhammer in and not pop the God Strength if you want to buy some information or whatever, and then really commit on the second life. But if you're going for it, you might as well pop everything. It's not like...
Dire's top barracks
Divine time.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get that instead of the Aeon Disc. I really agree with this choice. I think we're in
has fallen.
not necessarily desperation mode here for the side of Spirit, but...
Lab, you got to use your hands. Oh, wait, he's dead. Never mind. Keep it up. Keep the cheerleading going.
Keep
45
clapping.
seconds
You
on
can
the
clap
deck.
for another 40 seconds.
Now they're going to have the Rapier reveal here. There's the coil. Already tons of damage applied to Tomato. Nice vacuum coming into the wall as well. That's the death of the DK. Now BZM going to get the Yules off, but Mira going to be the recipient of all this damage. No Sunder to come. He's bursted down as well.
They barely even tickled them with that Rapier. Tomato just stood his ground, delivered.
Tara looking for an opening. Tomato will pop his Eye of the Storm, and that's a melee racks down, and looks like it's just Megas. So Spirit very comfortable for going against Megas. They got a lot of practice.
Oh no, here we
the
go
other
again.
day.
They have a good Rapier hero in there on defense.
Yeah, they don't have a PA Rapier though. That was a
true.
special case.
Maybe his attack speed is too bad to support a Rapier.
Well, his attack speed will be stolen now though from Tomato. So
Yeah.
that's his thinking. As the buildings, as they're so affectionately called, will be going down slowly as well to Tomato's right click. As OG ready to go for tier 4s now, knocking on the door. Yatoro has to do something. God Strength is there. Laurel jumps in with that BKB, along with the Divine
he's
Rapier,
laying.
but the Hex onto Yatoro, just getting so controlled. A huge vac wall.
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
God.
Absolutely disgusting combo from Whisper.
Good game.
And Mira's gonna get cleaned up. Ultra kill for Tomato, desperately looking for the... Okay. Okay, he can't get the Rampage while crashed, that's for sure. Crashed during that plasma field.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't a crash. Maybe it was just a full-on freeze, and he thought he was crashing. So
Yeah, I guess that's true. Never disconnected. And onto the buildings they go. Buybacks used by Spirit, but Yatoro doesn't have his. As Ari with the Avatos on the Mira, setting up a potential good Sunder for him. Soulbind into really nothing. Just trying to keep them at bay as Laurel from behind is going to get hexed. He's going to get silenced. Can't jaunt now, and that is the Divine on the deck. BZM doesn't even bother picking it up. As GGs are called, we are going to a game number 3.
for the 6th series in a row, or 7th. I don't know how many it's been by this point, but the
Yeah.
all series yesterday were 3 games today so far, both as well.
Well, they end up switching the Lesh back to 5 after all. So Seb's going to be playing the Lesh. They pick a Storm Spirit last for Team Spirit, which is going to be very good at jumping the back lane here.
OG's lineup looking very stable. This is going to turn into a big fight here. Tomato.
Yep, Stormhammer's there, connects onto 2. Bushwhack as well. Maposhka taking the brunt of the damage. Tomato trying to lead the way to get this first blood. Gets stuck in the tree line though, and he's gonna one that falls instead. As Mira will pick up all that gold, all that precious, precious gold. Be taking the reins this time around. Yatoro taking heavy damage from Whisper in the meantime, but under the tower, Maposhka goes to finish off Ari. And the meta is still there. Apply some pressure to Whisper, but he gets the cleanup onto Maposhka. Now, Shockwave in addition. Reflection in 2 seconds, as Whisper will continue to chase and think better of things.
Maposhka doesn't want to give it back. He just wants to keep the bottle forever. All right, there we go.
Understandable. He feels like the core now. He's on that absolute Godspeed, look at this Echo Stop onto 2. Laurel's going to try to clean up Seb. He's pretty low on HP and mana, though. Tries to zip away. Ari, though, left on low HP thanks to Maposhka's right clicks, and that leads to a double kill for the Storm.
To grab more around the map by picking up these towers, I think top tower should be relatively easy with any sort of kill from the Storm on a core up there. You just grab that. Tomato will go and contest Toro here.
Yeah, God Strength using that cleave to his advantage. Toro at half HP. No Thunder to work with as there's the RP from Whisper. Bushwhack will secure
alone down
things.
here.
Toro gets destroyed.
Swift response from OG to a bit of a tough situation for a bit. Collapse will walk in.
Collapse. Trample to start things out. Whisper. Oh my god, he gets both on the cliff, but doesn't matter. He ends up dying anyway.
Oh wow, they're
very
both down
good
again.
attempt. And the Pulverize to follow. Seb, it just looks exciting, all right? The fight really early, and
Dire's bottom tower
I don't know.
is under attack.
Only time will tell. BZM runs into Laurel. Blink. Dragon Tail to follow. And the Bushwhack. But here comes Collapse to try to counteract. Whisper with the RP just on the Storm. If they can get this, it'll be huge. But the Echo Stomp comes out. And now they've separated everybody. But a Split Earth hits 2 heroes from Seb. They still don't have enough damage, though. Whisper taken out by Maposhka. And now the rest of OG on the run. Seb will die on the stairs. Man, that was so close for OG.
I'm just wondering, because some other teams have rated it as high as Spirit sometimes, but it's not been consistent. It's like a lot of focus on Sven and stuff. Nice skewer steal.
Mira, they're both trying to put each other on the cliff. Neither will be successful, but Laurel and company will surround Whisper. He stands still in defeat. The tips now come. Seb being pursued by Laurel. Collapse coming in with the onslaught. And the Blade Mail to help finish the job. Laurel with the double kill.
Go ahead, Sven.
Mira. Oh, gets a nice telekinesis off with the skewer to follow. Is going to get Shockwave. There's the RP. They really want to kill this Rubik. They're going to get him. Laurel kind of wanted a piece of that. The sharpshooter does hit.
He's a witch.
Zip TP away. Collapse. He's going to get Shockwave. There's a cliff again.
Uh-oh.
What will
Not the
occur
cliff.
here? They run far away. Echo Stomp onto 3 with the trample to follow. Dragon Tail going to be dispelled basically by